Let me know whether I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning, participants. So I'm very glad to associate with this program. So let me first thank Dr. Joby, the head of the Department of Computer Science of St. Joseph's Engineering College, and Dr. Prasida, the coordinator of the FDP program, for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this FDP. Actually, my role here would be to set a platform for data visualization and analytics, and that using Tableau. So what I understand is that you had some very informative and serious sections throughout this FDP program. And I think that my section that we will be doing here will be the most simplest of its kind, and it's engaging also. There is, I planned this section as a fully hands-on, or to a greater extent, 90% hands-on. So obviously, it will be better if you could dedicate a system for hands-on activities. I've already shared the system specifications for the workstation and also the data sets that we'll be dealing on in our process. So I hope that you are ready with these system requirements, which I have circulated for the workstation, as well as the data sets are readily available. It will be better that if you could save it in the desktop so that we could readily use it whenever it comes, whenever we reach that station. And I've made some changes in the data sets, and I think you could also check it out, the drive, so that the latest updates that will be available in this drive. So the link is there with the circulated format. Every details is built there regarding the sections, the environment, as well as regarding the data sets that we'll be using. So I think without much of an introduction, let me go into our section. I got a presentation to be shared with you. So let me pass on to let me share my screen first. And I think, and also one thing, because you could interact with me through the chat, because when I come to the presentation mode, I will not be able to read the chats from this window. So I am parallelly monitoring the chats from another login, so that you could interact with me throughout the sections through the chat. And by the end of the programs, I think we can have a Q&A section. The platform will be open for that also. And obviously, because there will be a lot of connectivity issues, if in any case that I get disconnected, please respond it in chat, because the chat I have logged in through a different login. So when you put it in chat, I'll be able to understand that whether the connectivity issues or something like that. Within 1 or 2 minutes, I could get back through an alternative connection. So I think let's move on to the section. And for the time being, I think with your permission, that let me switch off this cam, because we need more bandwidth. So to avoid that, I'm just switching off my this video. Please excuse for that. So let me ask you once again whether my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So at the outset of this presentation, it will be better to put a few words about the significance of data analytics and visualization. But I don't want to go much more detail into the data, this data science, the prospects of data science, because throughout these sections, from the first day till now, you are hearing about the prospects of data science in the industry and in every walks of life. So I don't want to paint it again more and more, but I want to put one or two remarks regarding data science. So without doubt, we could say that this data science is a discipline that has skyrocketed like anything, especially in this century. It is the hottest discipline of the century because the greater part of it is that the data science, the possibilities of data science could be integrated with any domain, whether it is a financial domain or whether it is the supply chain, whether it is the business, whether it is research, or whether it is weather forecast, whatever it may be, we can have the possibility of data science and data analytics integrated with that. And the purpose, definitely we know that by integrating the possibility of data analytics, that will bring out insights and that will gear up our business or whatever enterprises that we are involved in. So definitely the application of this data science will definitely redefine the domain in which we were working with. And obviously, we know that the possibility of machine learning and artificial intelligence are just replacing the human thought process, we can say, because a lot of higher algorithms in deep learning and this artificial intelligence architecture is evolving. And we are using that in our day-to-day life, in our life as well as in our workspace or what we do. So definitely, this is a great punch into this every domain, this data analytics, not data analytics alone, in a bigger umbrella, we could say that data science. So let me go into my task, or rather this section. Let me pass on to my section. This is already shared with you. That is, I've told that about 90% of this section we will be doing hands-on. That is, it will be engaging. That is, I want to know that whether you are there at the other end by chat, because it is engaging at every time. So every time we will be having some activities, and I think you could respond it in chat also. So obviously, the system requirement, as we know that we'll be doing all the visualization tasks through Tableau, which is a very powerful tool for visualization, and creation of a profile in Tableau. Okay, that is optional because the Tableau public has got a speciality that you cannot, it is public. You cannot save the work or the projects that you have done in Tableau public in your desktop. It could be only saved in the Tableau repository. So that is only one limitation and prospects by using Tableau public. And why I didn't opt enterprise version is that it is only available for 15 days. So if you are not much into this Tableau, it is better to work with Tableau Public and then avail that 15 days. And then if you want to go for a subscription model, that will be okay. That will be expensive too. But from an enterprise level, at an industrial level, it is not expensive. But for a personal use, probably it will be a little expensive too. And we'll be doing a bit of web scraping for that. We will be integrating a web scraper to the Chrome that I will show when we are right through that. And hope that you have got the data sets from the Google Drive that has been shared to you. And also we'll be extracting some stuff from Flipkart. So obviously, I think it will be better if you log into the Flipkart through an account, then the Flipkart will be happy to give you the data from the Flipkart too. So this is the system requirement that we should have in our workstation. And regarding the schedule, it's already shared to you. I just put a slide on that. I will just explain that. I think the introductory or preparatory activity we'll be first going through this, just a warm-up. Some analytics that you're going to do manually, and then we'll be extending it to these softwares and the other this Tableau like that. Also some 2 or 3 slides only, some these reflections regarding what is the data analytics and what is the visualizations. Just a small thought processes will be involved there. And then the entire thing that we are going to do here is the hands-on section. That is, we'll be just having a small analysis from a dummy data set which has been given. This is a very small data set, and we'll be working with this data set at this proprietary stage also, and we'll be giving it to the Tableau for analysis also. And then we'll be dealing with the sales data. Then we'll be having a full-length project from Flipkart to your reports, and then visualization and regressions. This I added it optional because I don't know how fast we'll be able to proceed if there is a time constraint that we may skip this, or else this is simple, very simple, that just to show you how the model, that the Tableau has also some built-in model there, like clustering, as well as regression models are there, which is already built in. Just as a drag and drop, you will be able to visualize the things. And the most this highlight of this section will be we'll be building an interactive dashboards, because this is something very important. Because if you want to slice and dice the data at a very larger perspective, this will be very important. So this is the roadmap ahead. So let us start our journey. So we'll begin with a small preparatory section. So in this preparatory section, I want you to answer. I'm just to respond through chat. I want you to respond through chat. So that's what I've told, that I want the group to be engaging, right? So this is, here we go with the preparatory section. That is, this is nothing but a very, very small data set, a 10-line data set, 10-line data set. That is, you can just, this is the COVID test results of 10%. I've just given only an ID for that. I didn't enter the name on other personal details. Just tag that person with a patient ID. Cannot 1, cannot 2, like cannot 10 is there. Their gender, age, vaccines, the status of the vaccinations, and the test results. So this is the data set. Obviously, there is no confusion. It is very direct and simple. And now I'm just going to put forward a few questions for your analytics, manual analytics. You can just respond in chat. So the first thing that I want to know is that what is the test positive rate? Because all these days, hardly these 2 years, we are hearing about COVID positive statistics as well as test positive rates like that. This is just 10 is there. What is the test positive rate from this result? A small result. This is a random group. I have collected it randomly. Assume that we have collected it randomly. We have done the test, and then this is the results. What is the test positive results? Yeah, very good, very good. Some good answers are coming. 3 out of 10. When we say 3 out of 10, the TPR is always presented in percentage. Percentage, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Many 30s are coming, because we know that here we have got 3 positive cases, and the total are 10. So 3 out of 10 are positive. 3 out of 10 is positive. That is, the test positive rate is 30. That is very, very, very high. And we are looking for a test positive rate to come down to 5. But when Kerala, though we are a model to all the states, our test positive rate is still remaining at 10. Right. Okay. Then this is the next question that I want to share with you. That is, considering gender, because we have got a gender here. Considering gender, who is having more immunity to COVID? Because here we have got both male and female gender alone. So considering the male and female gender, who is having the highest immunity rate, female. Yeah, very, very, very good. Female. Why? Because here if I take the female statistics, we have got four female here, and out of this four female, we have got only one positive. That is the test positive rate among female is 25, and among male, definitely it is a little more big because we have got 6 male these candidates, and 2 of them are tested positive. So it's very, it is high. So it's a female. Very good. Well, good going. And one more question that I would like to put to your notice, that which of this group that is below 25, between 25 and 50, and above 50, which of this group is more affected by COVID? More affected. If you are difficulty in typing, you can just put 1, or second one 2, on the third one 3. Oh yeah, above 50 is check whether there is. Above 50, this is negative. Only 2 cases above 50, and both of them are negative. Yeah, two. Very good. Because below 25, there is no cases, and above 50, there is no cases. So I think in the second wave, the most affected group of this COVID test is the second group, that is between 25 and 50. Very good. The second group is there. And one more question regarding this. What is the TPR among those who have taken vaccination? What is the TPR from those who have taken vaccination? These are the persons that who have been taken vaccination. What is the test positivity rate among those persons who have taken vaccinations? What's the test positivity rate? Yeah, 10. Yeah, how many? I didn't calculate it. Vaccination, yes, negative. Then 3 negative. 10%. Very good going. So this is and the last question, because I don't have further space to add more questions. So the last question here: what is the process you are doing with this data set? What is the process you are doing with this data set? Very good. I don't think that there is no need to have a further detailed section, because you are just doing analysis with these sections, and on analysis you are getting a number of results done. Okay, so this is the case when there are only 10. If this 10 is replaced by 10 lakhs, is it possible for a manual? Definitely not. We will not be able to have a manual drilling into this data if the data size is very high. So definitely we need some system to process the data and some algorithms to figure out these observations. So that is why we are going with these data analytics. And what is the purpose of this analytics? When we go into the data, when we analyze it, it will give you some information. It will give you some new knowledge, and it will give you some insights which could be transformed into further actions. So that's why when the TPR rate when the TPR rate has gone above 30, what has happened? The entire system was locked down. So this result has been used for further actions. So that is because then only we can control it. And what was the agenda which was put? If the TPR comes below 5, we can have full open. So these analytics will be just coming back into our decision making, and that will add quality to the environment that we are striving in. So that is the power of data analytics. We have already seen it by the real use case. And I want to have, don't worry, this is just, let me on that section first. Let me on this section first. Okay, coming back. So this is, I have just put actually I have planned to put the entire questions into the Mentimeter. But the problem is that if there is some problems with the connectivity, we will not be able to connect it completely. So I want to take a feedback, as well as I want to show you a live demo on visualizations, because we are going to work with the Tableau. I want to understand to what extent that you are exposed to Tableau. I've just given you a link. You can either scan this QR code, or you can just enter this this link and enter this code. You can enter into your this one. So you can just enter into that link. Have you entered? I think if there is you can just scan it. Yes, you can put an S if you have entered. And then you can just answer. There is a multiple choice question, just a feedback to know how much you are with the Tableau, to what is the your knowledge about Tableau, so that I can adjust my pace. I can adjust my pace when we go with the activities in Tableau. So that is the purpose of the first activity which you are doing. Have you got it? Have you got it? Have you got it? Yes. More details are coming here. This is visualization. I think we about 30% are there in 30 different places, and I am extracting data from you. And I am converting it to visualization, so that this is the purpose of visualization. Okay. More and more is coming. Only 4% has answered. Okay, very good. So obviously, I just want to know. This is 2 reasons why I put this. First thing, I want to know how much you are with Tableau. Then I can adjust my speed in this when we go to the hands-on section. And the second thing is that this is the first use case, direct use case about what? About visualization, collecting information. Only 5% has answered, and I doubt that the rest have just kept the system open. Only 5%. That's why I told that it's engaging. I want to engaging. If you didn't scan it, you can just scan. Just scan it, and then you go to the site, the Mentimeter. Click on the Mentimeter, and there you can add it. Only 6, I think. Yeah. Just this is I perceive that we are the teaching community. When you engage the students in this classroom, definitely you can keep them engaging by posting some activities in Mentimeter or Padlets. Like there are a lot of tools like that. If you are using this, you can engage. You will be able to find how active is the other end. So I think we have only 7% there. 7% there. Is there anyone to respond? Only 7%. And I think this majority of you are new to the Tableau, so let us reduce the pace so that we can go on with this. So I have got one more thing to be asked. So you are sent to the second question. What do you mean by data analytics? What do you mean by data analytics? Just in your own words, you can just put 1 or 2 words like this. The process of examining data to draw conclusions about the information they contain. Very, very good. This is the real definition of data analytics. It is a process of examining data. Okay, very good. Second one is coming. To draw conclusions about the information they contain. Data analytics helps individual and organizations make sense of data. Very, very beautiful. Making sense. So data as such will be very, very odd. So data analytics is just making sense. New to me. Okay. We will explore more. Don't worry. Useful insights from data. Definitely, the data analytics is a steering engine. It is a steering engine that drives you that drives you ahead. Obviously, very good, very good, very good. The process of extracting full information, yeah, very good, very good. You are in the track. So definitely, I don't think that there is a need to have a more explanation on the process of data analytics, because you are into it. So, okay, that studying the data available and draw the valid conclusion from it. Data analytics is the science of analyzing raw data. Yeah, very, very good. The process of extracting the behavioral pattern of the data. Yeah, we have done. I think you are into the track. We are in rapport. So this is the data analytics, and the task, the activity that we have done here is exactly the power of visualization. In the previous slide, what I have done is that I want to extract information from a group which are apart, extracting, then transforming and presenting, converting it into a visualization. And from the visualization, if there are 10,000 people around, if there are 10,000 people around, if they are responding it, I can just get the status of these 10,000 people in one figure, a bar diagram. What is the status? That's the power of visualization, and that is how we can get involved into the visualization. So I think let us go back to our presentations. Let us go back to our presentations now. So now, I think this is the data set. This is the data set that we have already checked it. This is the data set, a small data set which we have explored, which we have analyzed. And now the thing is that I want to know more about the data, because while we are going into the process of analytics, we should have some already, obviously in the previous sections, and also you would have gone into the technical component of this data set. I would just like to mention about this. This is a structured data set. The structured data set that is presenting the data set in rows and columns. And what is the speciality of each rows? What is the speciality of each rows? Each row signifies each object of the population that you are studying. That is, here we have got, I have conducted this antigen test from 10 persons. So each row signifies each object of that population. Okay, and each column represents the attributes of variables that are connected. Here we have got 5 variables here. The first variable here is the primary key in which I am identifying these persons. I am identifying this. Obviously, there is I don't detail more because you are dealing with databases, queries, and also there is no need to detail. So the structured data set, if you want to process your data with respect to a system, you want to convert the data set into a structured query like this, a structured table like this. So arranging it in rows and columns in a tabular form. And there are unstructured data also. If you are having sound, if the sound is considered as a data, or image, or a video clipping, or if it is signals, suppose if you're taking health data, if you're taking some pulse by using a manometer, using some sensors, then the data will be in the form of waves. So data can be in any forms. So all these forms of data are called unstructured data, and the structured data is presenting the data in rows and columns. And going detail into that. And attributes are variables that I've told that here we have got 5 columns. Each column is one variable or attribute. Okay, and objects, here we have got 10 objects. Each row signifies an instance of the population, or an object of the population. And while we are doing analysis, if you are going with a machine learning algorithm, the first thing that you do with the machine learning, especially in a supervised learning algorithm, what do is that you will identify which is the variable that you are going to, which is the label that you are going to study about. And that label variable will be considered as the dependent variable. And all the other variables will be considered as the as the independent variable. Here, the key variable that we are studying is about the results. And if you want to make any study whether the vaccination has any connection with the test positivity rate, age, all these things are considered as the dependent variable. These are considered as the independent variable, and this label is considered as the dependent variable. So these terms we should be very specific. And regarding the data type, that is here we have got numerical values. So here these are known as the numerical variables. Especially when we are dealing with the data, you should be knowing about that data could be presented in different levels. The minimum level of a data is a nominal, where we use it to categorize it. The nominal level of data is used for categorizing. Here, see, we have categorized the population into male and female. So this is known as the categorical data. This is the numerical data. And it can be sometimes these categorical data will be in the form of a Boolean value. If it is true or false, or yes or no, like that. And the unstructured data, as I told, that we will be dealing with suppose if you are dealing with the natural language processing, there the data will be the text or logs that we get from different medias. So the data will be in a verbal form. Suppose if it is a computer vision, if you are dealing with face recognition models, there the data will be images, or it will be in the video format, where we will be using deep learning architecture for identifying and learning these things. I'm not going anywhere into that area, because mine is totally going into the analytical part, and actually it is the basic thing. So here we go. I have told that I've just included 1 or 2 slides as a part of the presentation to know data analytics. And I don't explain it, what is data analytics, because this is what you have given me. So I am not giving it back to you. This is the data analytics is a process of examining the data set in order to draw the conclusion about the information it contains. This is the standardized definition, which I have already got from you. So I am not repeating the same thing to you. So the process that we have done in our preparatory section is an analytics, is a process of analyzing the data, the small data that we have set as a dummy data set for the COVID data set. And when the data size is considerably big, we should process the data with specialized system and software for finding useful information. That also, we really experienced it. I told that now we have got only 10. And if the 10 is replaced by 10 lakhs, will it be possible to have a manual scrutiny of the data? 100% no. So we need some processing components to make it easy. So that is data analytics. And the data analytics is a tripolar process. In a data analytics, one thing is that it is we can connect this data analytics to any domain. Suppose if you are analyzing a financial domain, we call it as a financial analytics. So the data related to here will be 100% on from a financial background. So if you're analyzing a sales data, then it can be supply chain or sales. It will be a sales data analytics. Or if it is an HR, about the HR, it will be HR analytics. If it is connecting to a business, it will be business analytics. So the domain is the area or the platform to which, not the platform, the domain to which you are using these prospects of data analytics is the domain. So in the introductory statement that I told, that the bigger part of data analytics is that it could be integrated with any domain. And the data analytics is making the data meaningful. For making the data meaningful, we are using statistics. The statistics will make the data meaningful. For that, let me ask a question. I told that I want you to be engaging. Let me pose a question. Suppose, I probably will be from a teaching background. Suppose if I am conducting a test. Suppose if a student gets 90% marks in mathematics. 90% marks in mathematics and 30% marks in English. 90% marks in mathematics and 30% marks in English. What analysis you could give regarding their performance? What can you say about their performance in English and performance in maths? What can you say about the performance in English? Yes, good in maths, and poor in English. Very good, very good, very good. Is there any other remarks that you could share with this? He got 90% marks in mathematics and 30% marks in English. So obviously, what at the first hand we could say that good in maths and poor in language. Now, suppose if I say that this person is good in English and poor in maths, because both the English and maths it is 30% and 90%. So the maximum marks for both will be 100. And if I say that if the person is good in maths and is good in English and poor in maths, definitely you will say that this person has gone out of sense. Definitely you will say that this person has gone out of sense. This child has got only 30% in English and 90% in maths. But suppose if this is the case, the mathematics examination was very, very easy, and everyone has scored 100% marks, and this child is the lowest. And the performance of English is, the test in English was very, very difficult. Everyone is having a digital marks, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this guy has got 30%. Now, what is your opinion? Will it change? Will it change? Say yes or no. Yes. That is it. Because we are calculating a statistical measure for mathematics. Though it is 90%, his percentile rank is 0. Percentile is a statistical measure. And for English, though he has got 30%, he is percentile 100. That is what? That is statistics. The statistics is that we use for making the data meaningful. So you can apply the different possibilities of statistics with the data so that we can make the data meaningful. And the third component is that the computation. Suppose if we have got terabytes of data, because now we are living in an environment which has been saturated with data. That is, quintillions of data is being added into the databases at every day. So to process such a big data, terabytes of data, we need high processing capacities. As well as softwares. So the prospective data analytical platform is a combination of domain. Domain is the platform where, or the domain where we apply data analytics. The statistics, it is that which makes the data meaningful. And this is what the technology that uses for processing very big data. So that is data analytics. And only 2 slides, please. We will just go through this. So this is the pipeline of data analytics. That is, the first stage is extraction of data. The data should be extracted from the live environment, and this data will be directly, we can store it into the transactional databases. And for any purpose of analytics, we can segment these transactional databases by some queries, and we can just filter out the targeted data needed for our analysis. And then the next process is transformation of data, that is pre-processing. Let me put 2 or 3 remarks on pre-processing. So if you ask a data analyst, which is the most difficult and hectic part in data analytics, that is a data analytics, he will say that the most hectic part is pre-processing of data. Pre-processing. Why pre-processing of data is that hectic? Because what are the steps there in pre-processing? Pre-processing is that converting the data, the raw data that we have collected from transactional database into a format which is compatible to the software, or which is compatible to the model that we are going to feed in. So for that, we have got a lot of things to be done. Cleaning of the data. There will be inappropriate, inaccurate entries. We have to correct it. There will be outlays in the data. There will be a lot of outlays or noises in the data. You have to smoothen it. Sometimes the data will be very big. If the data is very big, you have to reduce the data. That is dimensionality reductions should be done. So if in the previous data set I've shown that we have got only five variables are there. But in real scenarios, if you are taking a health data, it is not a 5 variable. There can be a lot of variables, about 100 or 200 or 300 variables. And if you're going to make a study about one dependent variables, we want to get rid of those redundant or those variables which are not supporting, which is not addressing that particular this dependent variable. So we have to do a lot of processes to identify which variables are weaker, which variables don't have much variability, which variables are redundant, so we can reduce the dimensions by dimensionality reductions. That is all data analytical process. So transformation, and if the data is in a categorical form, they are in the previous data, male or female. Sometimes we will not be able to feed the entire thing into for the process of analysis by without changing the format of this. So the male and female, the categorical data cannot be fed into a regression algorithm. We have to convert it into numerical value. Though it is categorical, we have to convert. That process is labeling. So we have to label it. If you're using Python, there are very beautiful libraries for labeling. If there are more than two or three, you can use one-hot encoders for labeling data. Suppose if the data size is big and small, the different variables are not in match. You can make scaling down the data. You can do data scaling in order to. So all these things are coming in the process of pre-processing. That's the most hectic process. And once the data is shaped, the thing is that you can feed into the softwares, and through that softwares, you will be getting beautiful insight, visualization, whatever. So this is the pipeline of data analytics. From the raw data to the transactional database, to the targeted database, pre-processing, and feeding into the softwares, whereby you will get different observations. This is the data analytics. And these observations, when it is being included into our decision-making process, will add value to that particular domain. So that is it. So wherever there is an activity, and from wherever there is an availability of the historical data related to that activity, you can apply the possibility of analytics, where you can get a number of informations and knowledge which will add value to that particular platform in your future end. That is data analytics. And I think I will just mention this also. The types of data analytics, we can divide it into 4 types. One is descriptive analysis. It will just using the descriptive statistics to find the present status quo of the situation. That is the descriptive analysis. How the business is progressing. What are the things happen at present? The next next level of analysis is diagnostic analysis. This will give you an answer on. What had happened, that is the cause and effect. Suppose if the business is having a very hard time, then by diagnostic analysis will trace you to the cause, the root, why it has happened. And the third one is predictive model. This is where machine learning models all come into play. That is, by using the data that is available, you are building some models, and by using that models, you will predict what is likely to happen in future. And prescriptive analysis, that is the highest level of data analytics. That is by integrating the possibility of the machine learning as well as artificial intelligence. They will give you solutions. So here they'll predict what will happen, and this will give solutions. What should you do? What should you do in order to in order to be proactive to the situations? That is, if you are just going and visiting a doctor will collect the data from, he will analyze why it had happened, and he will predict what will happen in future, and he will give prescriptive analysis. What preparatory step that you have to do if you want to go in a better way without any ailment and illness. So this is what the data analytical types, that is, what is the present situation? Why it had happened? What will happen tomorrow? And what are the solutions? These solutions are given by these AI solutions. Suppose if I want to travel from this place to a distant person, if I have got an AI integrated system, and if that system will be working with Google Maps to scan these traffic as well as the road conditions by means of the map, and if it is integrated with an AI, you will get clear-cut indications from where to start, where to proceed, which is the best way where you could avoid traffic to reach the destination. It is prescribing you. It is not analyzing and giving, this is the status, this is the status. It just gives you, this is the solutions, the ideal solutions. So that is the power of artificial intelligence. You don't have to go and drill into, sit with this. That is, everything will be automated and it gives just the solution. You do this, that will be success. Isn't it? If you are having an AI model in stock exchange, the stock exchange, they will be learning about the entire processes, and they will recommend, okay, this is the stock that you would like to make, it is likely to buy. The solutions will be there. So the entire process will be happening, and the AI will be giving the solutions. So that is it. So why data analytics? I'm not gathering hidden insights. As far as a data analyst, your end product will be some reports in the form of insights that assist decision making and improvement of this workspace. And data visualization, definitely. Data visualization is definitely the most interesting part of data analysis. That is, you are just converting a data into a visual form which will start speaking to you. That is data visualization. That is, data visualization is a pictorial representation of information data by using chart, images, etc. There is a question. Sir, AI in stock market disrupt traditional approach. Actually, we don't have, in my knowledge, there is no an ultimate AI integrated system in the stock exchange. Okay, we will discuss it at the end because we have got a long way to go. Then we will discuss on that. So the human brain can get information 10,000 times faster from images than text. That is the power. That is the power. If you are able to present the things in a visual form, that is more convincing to, that is according to the speciality of the brain. The brain will conceive the idea more effective when it is viewed from a visual platform than from a verbal. Because verbalism will give more a symbolic form of experiences, but visualization crystalline the idea and make the things more and more concrete. So that's the power of visualization. So if you want to explain the things in 1,000 words, it is better to put it in a visual format and present the things. That is the power of visualization. And for data analytics, definitely, you will be wondering, this is the Excel has got an immense possibility in data analytics. A person who has been using Excel at a very higher level, I'm sure that he is only using about less than 10% of its functionalities. Because I've seen, because I'm associated with many placements, so I could see that many companies is recruiting students who have got expertise in Excel. Because lastly, in the airport also many this recruitment has happened, and their key skill that they have projected is an expertise in advanced Excel. This Tableau, this is what we are going to do. This is the Grandmaster visualizations, and Power BI is a Microsoft product. This is also a wonderful thing. Actually, I was thinking to deal with the Power BI also, but I thought that let us restrict to Tableau. Power BI, because this is an excellent platform for pre-processing, just like Excel, you can pre-process data here, make visualizations. You can host your work in cloud, and you can collaborate in a pro version of Power BI. SPSS, I have done the entire PhD analytics in SPSS. The Python and R. R is more in an academical platform, and even for machine learning also R is good. And Python is the best, I could say that, because Python has got a very beautiful libraries like this Pandas, NumPy for arrays, dealing with arrays, NumPy, Pandas. Then for visualization, Matplot, Seaborn, and for scikit-learn for machine learning, wonderful library. Scikit-learn is the deep learning, TensorFlow, Keras. So this is excellent and also easy to learn. It's not like Java or C. If you want to make a program in C, we need if a program in C which has got about 50 to 60 lines in Python, you can make it about less than 10 lines. So that's the power of Python. It's very easy to learn to. And coming to the Tableau, this is what we are going to do. I think that you are ready with this Tableau installed with your system. So as we know, we are going to the Tableau. We have got 3 frames here. One is data connecting frame. That is connecting Tableau to your data source. So here we are using only Excel data file as well as CSV file for connecting data. Also, you can connect these Tableau to these databases, and even you can, by means of web connector, you can directly connect the Tableau to the websites. For that, you need to develop a web connector for every pages. That is, you have to develop the schema of that is needed, the schema for the data extraction, and you have to build this web connector. It will be in JavaScript, and these data will be given to you either by JSON file or Excel files, and that will be taken to the Tableau. Because we are not going into that, because we are only at the level 1 in Tableau, not going into there. Then, so this is the data connecting frame. Then multiple worksheets. This is where we are going to work down. And dashboard. Dashboard is a canvas where you bring all these visualizations together in one canvas. And the expertise you need for data analytics is the operational competence needed for Tableau is drag and drop. It's not pulling the legs, just drag and drops. That is enough for doing miracles in Tableau. So this is your first task, and I think now we are into 100% hands-on. So get your workstation ready, and we will just go into the Tableau. So this is the first test. This is the COVID test data analysis. This is the same data set that I have given, the small data set. We have done it manually. Let us see how we can do it with the use of Tableau. We will begin with that. That is why the preparatory stage has set the platform. We will do with that. How to analyze the same data set to get the same informations through Tableau. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. I am going to open my Tableau public, and I assume that you are also opening with me. You are also opening with me. So when you open, you won't have these things, because these are some of the works that I have done in some previous sections, in different sections, and I have saved it into the Tableau repository. So this area will be clean, and this is the left side, you have to connect it to the data source through the left side. Probably you have there. Now, I have given you 5 data sets. Out of these 5 data sets, one is in CSV format. That is a bank data that will deal only at the last. And the other 4 data sets are in Excel. So I am going to connect it to the data source by Excel. I have clicked Excel and hope you also click there along with me. Just click Excel and you can navigate it to the place where you have downloaded the data set which I have shared to you through the drive. Shared. It is better to save that data set in a folder in your desktop so that you could easily access it. I have done the same thing. I have set it in the folder, HTC folder, and I have just opened it. The first is COVID test. Just click and open. Just click and open. Just click and open. So definitely that the same thing has opened, the same thing that you have seen in the screen and that which you have analyzed has opened here. So here, okay. So now you could see the patient ID, K01 to K10. Gender, the same thing, age, vaccine, results, the same thing is there. I think you have done. If it is okay, put a yes. Just I want to know. Put a yes. Okay, yes, something. So now you have to do is that, what you have to do is that, here in the left side, sheet 1, that is the worksheet we have to enter. Okay, you can see sheet 1. I am clicking on that. So you are navigated to, this is the worksheet of the Tableau. This is the worksheet. I think you have entered into this frame. That is, click open the Tableau. Then at the left side, you can see many links to which you could connect the data source. The first link is Excel. By clicking the Excel, you can navigate to the location where you have stored the data, and there you click the COVID data set. So this will be opened, and once it is opened, at the left side bottom, there is a data source, and next to that, there is a sheet 1. Click that sheet 1. Click that sheet 1. So this is open. Now I will just, since you are, that is why I've just given you an activity on how do you know more about Tableau. So if you are much into Tableau, I can directly go. Just I will explain. You can see in the left side, there you could see that gender, patient ID, result, and vaccines. These are the variables which are included in the data set. And these are the variables, as well as what is the speciality of this variable? Speciality of this variable is that these are categorical variables. So at the top part of the table, you can, these categorical variable will be get aligned. And below this mark, there will be what type of variable? Numerical variable. The age is only numerical variable. And sheet count, what is this? This is the number of observations. That is the sheet count. Okay, I will explain it. This is where the visualization is going to happen. And at the right side, there is an inbuilt type of visualization which is available here. Show me. at the right side top. If you click, there will be different types of visualizations which are available. From where, can you repeat it from where you taken it? I'm just closing it, I will show it again. You could please check it. I am just opening Tableau Public. I am opening Tableau Public. And I presume that you have downloaded the data set which I have given it. I've shared it through the Google Drive. And you have to download it and use. You can save that data folder into your desktop for the time being. So you can easily access it. So this is the data connecting page. In the data connecting page, the first link. The first link, Microsoft Excel. Click there. So you can navigate. You can take desktop. You can take desktop. I have saved it. This is my desktop there. I have saved it in SJC folder. And in that SJC folder, I have clicked the data set. And in the data set, COVID test. This is the data set which I have shared it with you. COVID test, open it. When you open, it will come like this. It will come like this. So this is the data set we have already analyzed. And we are going into the worksheet. So if you want to enter the worksheet, at the left-hand side bottom, there is an orange, written orange sheet. Click it. There. And in the left side, you could see that all the variables in your data set is been arranged here. All the data set in the variables are arranged here. And you are going to bring the visualizations here. Okay, in the top, you can see a column, and a row. So you are going to drag and drop these things into these columns and rows. That will give you meaningful visualizations. So the task that you are going to do is that we are going to pull these one by one into respective rows and columns that will give you meaning. And there is a, here you could see a pane here. Here, this is something related to color the visualizations that you make. This is to reset the size of the visualizations. Then here, to add some text to the visualizations, detailing and tooltips. Tooltips will when you put the cursor to the visualizations, some narrations will come there, and the tooltips will customize the narrations. So don't worry. While we are doing, you will be knowing these things. The first thing that I'm going to do is that, if you can just do with me, then I will explain. Here, gender is there, patient ID is there, result is there. In our previous analysis, what I have done is that I have found the TPR, test positive, TPR, the test positive rate. The test positive rate, we get it through what? Through the test results only. So this test result, I am pulling the test result to the column. See, pulling the test result to the column. Okay. So for pulling the test result to the column, if you have got a mouse, you could keep the cursor on the test result. You could left click the mouse. You could left click the mouse, drag it to the column. And here in the numerical, age is there. Sheet 1 count. Count means the number of the number of rows or number of items in the data. That is the count. Pull it and put it here. So the visualization has come. That is, in the above there is a T. In the above, just left side to the standard, you could find a T. If I click T in the top, I could get 7, and here 3. What is this? That is, we have got 10% in the data set, and according to the result, 7% are negative and 3% are tested positive. 3% are tested positive. Suppose if I want to get, this is the number only. Suppose if I want to get it in percentage, click it down. In the row, that sheet, you can click it down. You will get a drop down. In the drop down, you can go to quick table calculations, percentage of total. So this was our first analysis that we have done in the preparatory stage. What is the test positivity rate? The test positivity rate is 30% positivity rate. Out of 100, 70% negative, 10%. So what we have done, just drag result to column. So the result will come here, and just drag the number of items to the column, and then we have made it into percentage of total. So the test positivity is there, right there. Now I asked a question. That is who is having the highest, the better immunity rate. Better immunity rate means the test positivity rate is less. Who is having the test positivity rate is less. So that is whether the male or female. So for that, what should I do? This is the gender, and this is the filter. You can filter the test positivity rate in terms of gender. How? Just pull the gender and put it to filter like this. So a tab will get opened and you click OK. So what we have done, I will just show it once again. Take that gender, pull it to filter, a tab will get opened, just click OK. Okay, so everything has gone. Okay, let us check it. I want to display. There is a arrow here, click that arrow. You click that arrow, edit filter, show filter. You can click that show filter here. Show filter. So what happens in the right hand side? This filter, the filter menu will appear here. Sometimes if it is covered like with the this show me, you click on the show me so that the show me will get back. So I will show it once again. Drop down, show filter, the filter will come here. And now what you want to test? You want to check who is having having the highest test positivity rate, whether male or female. That means those who are having the lowest test positivity rate is having higher immunity. That's what we want to check. Okay, I want to check the status of male. I want to just click male. What is the test positivity rate of male? Test positivity rate of male, 33.33%. That is the test positivity rate of male. Okay, then going to the right side, click it again. What is the test positivity rate of female? 25%. 25%. It is quite clear. This is what we have analyzed. So who is more immune to test this COVID, especially according to that data set? Women is more immune to COVID according to that particular data set. Right? So this is. So if you want to get the entire status, this was the entire status all. That is 30% were tested positive. Out of this 30%, male test positivity rate is 33%, and female test positivity, the female test positivity rate is 25%. Okay, so that is fine. I'm taking this filter out. So I got two observations. The total test positivity and with respect to male and female, who is having the more test positivity rate. Now I want to check about the effectiveness of vaccination. Effectiveness of vaccination. So what should I do? Just pull it here, filter, pull it here. The same thing. Okay. Now I think you understood. Then drop down, show filter. Filters come here. So this was the if I click all, this was the status. This was the status. 30% is having test positivity rate. And I want to check the test positivity rate of persons who have not taken the vaccination. No. Not taken the vaccination. No. See how those who have not taken the vaccination, the test positivity rate as 40. Isn't it? That is, those who have not taken the vaccination, the test positivity rate has come to 40. Isn't it? And what is the status? What is the status of those who have taken the vaccination? Those who have taken the vaccination. Those who have taken the vaccination, the test positivity rate is 20. That means vaccination do not insulate the person from, will not insulate the person from getting COVID. There is possibility you have to take precautions, but it will reduce the possibility. It will reduce the possibility to a low scale. See, so these are the insights. These are insights that we are getting from the data. And if here we have what 10, which we have manually calculated. If this 10 is replaced by 1 lakh or 10 lakhs, the same procedure. It is only what you have to do is drag and drop. The things will appear here. The things will appear here. So that is it. And so I think that is clear. That is clear. And if you want to cancel it, here in the top, there is no. It is not much confusing. There are only very few options are here. In the top, you could find a clear sheet icon there. Clear sheet. If you click that, it is clear. That is that has been claimed. Everything is okay. Now, there was a question. Which age group is having which is the most affected by COVID? Mostly affected by COVID. So here we need a class interval. There we had a class interval of less than 25, 25 to 50, more than 50. So here we have to create a class interval. For that, what we do is that class interval on the basis of what? Age. So you can just click the age. You can just click the age, drop down. I think you are doing with me. That is why I'm keeping slow. Drop down. There, create, and you would have seen this one. Bins means a class interval. You just consider as class interval because you'll be familiar with the frequency distributions where we categorize the different category as class intervals. The bin is having the same meaning. Bins. Click here. Bin. So we are going to make age bin. And here it is the size of the bin is 9.02. That was default. You can change that. Size of the bin you can change as 25. Because we have made an analysis. How many persons are less than 25, between 25 and 50. So the class interval size is 25. So what we have done is that I have just changed the size of the bin to 25 and clicked OK. So what happens? Before it was a numerical value. Now a categorical value corresponding to this age has appeared here. This age has appeared here. Okay, now what I'm going to do? Pull this age to the column. Pull this age to the column. Okay, and count. Count is number of persons. Count. I'm drawing it to the rows. And I have just, in the top, there is a T, show label marks. So this is the data set that I'm having with respect to age. This is the data set that I am having with respect to age. What is it? What is it? Below 25 persons, I have got 2 cases. Not positive. The total design of the sample that I've collected. That is, I have got total 10, 5 plus 3 plus 2. Of this, 2 persons are less than 25. Between 25 and 50, there are 5 persons, and above 50, there are 3 persons. This is my sample size that is having. And I want to test what? I want to test that who is having COVID. That is vaccination. So I am just taking this the test results, the test results, and I'm going to put it to the filter, then show filter. Show filter. So now what is this? I want to find, that is, which group is having more COVID cases. For that, positive. Only what? Between 25 and 50. Because this was the total sample. This was the total sample. This means 0 means between 0 and 25. This 25 means between 25 and 50. And 50 means above 50. So this is the total sample, and out of this sample, how many positive cases are there? I am just going to click it, positive cases. Only 3 of the positive cases are there, and all the 3 of the positive cases are between 25 and 50. So that is one of our questions. That is between 25 and 50. That is the maximum number of cases are there. And what is the status of the negative cases? The negative cases between 0 and 25, 2 cases are negative. Between 25 and 50, 2 cases are negative, and 3 is positive. 3 is positive, which is not shown here. And 3 of the cases above 50 are negative. So this is the case here. Suppose if I want to make an analysis on the persons who have taken vaccinations. The persons who have taken vaccinations. Suppose if I want to make a study on that. This was the sample case. This was the sample case. This was the sample case. Okay. This was a sample case. I want to know that how many persons has taken vaccination. So from 0 to 25, only 1 person has taken vaccination. From 25 to 50, 1 person has taken vaccination. Above 50, 3 persons has taken vaccination. So this was the status of the persons who have taken vaccinations. And those who have not taken vaccination, what was the status? No. That is, 1 person has to take vaccination from 0 to 25. From 25 to 50, 4 persons has to take vaccinations. See? Is it not effective that visualization is speaking to you? That is, analysis is a process of cutting it to different fragments according to your likeness, according to your likings. Okay, suppose I am taking this, I am taking a gender. I want to make a gender-wise analysis. Taking a gender to the, as well as I am going to show filter. I've taken the gender here, okay? And also, together with the gender, I am going to take vaccination also. I am making double filtering. Double filtering. See, what is this? What is this? That is, I am going to show those who have taken vaccination. Those who have taken vaccination. These are the persons who have taken vaccination. Between 0 and 25, 1, and between 25 and 30. And among this, how many female has taken vaccination? Only 2 female has taken vaccination. Only 2 female has taken vaccination. How many male has, sorry, what is this? This is no. This is the status of the persons who have not taken vaccination. No, not taken vaccination. These are the persons. So out of 5 persons has not taken vaccination. And you want to find out from the persons who have not taken vaccinations, how many female is there? 2 female has not taken vaccination, and that too is in the age group of 25 to 50. Okay, suppose if I want to find how many male has not taken vaccination, that is 1 from the age group of 0 to 25 and 2 from the age group of 25 to 50. So you can cross filter it to make your analytics much more bigger. So this is our first task. This is our first task, and now we have got 4 more tasks to go. And I think we will accelerate a little more. Otherwise, we have to compromise some analysis because we have to stop it before 12:30. We will give. I think it's. Let us have a 5 to 10 minutes of break. It's already. Is it? Can we do? Can we have a small break? Do we need a break? Yes or no? If yes, we will.
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay. Then we can have a small break of. We will now. I think it is 10:56. We will reach sharply by 11:05. We have got a lot of exciting things. If you are doing with me, you will really enjoy it. Okay. So let's break for the time being, and let's come back at 11:05. So I'm keeping the system on. Let it be like this. Units sold. Number of units sold. I think the top performing is this Richard. Richard has 396 units sold. Okay, so now I will just replace this representative by what? Items. By the item. So now we could see that this company has been dealing with binders, it has pen set, and pencils. These are the items. And obviously, this is only a dummy data set. This may not be like pencil set. It can be any gadgets related to their production. So you could see that here. The most potential is binders. So this company's sales potential is with this product binder. And the least sales potential is with respect to the test. So this is about the statistics about the product on demand, the representatives with the maximum sales potentials who have sold the maximum, and which region is having the maximum sales. Now I will take in combinations. Let me take the representatives first. Okay, representatives first. Suppose if I want to give an award to the representative on the basis of their performance. Obviously, afterward, we could say that Richard is the best. Suppose if I am constituting an award this region-wise, because these representatives are deployed in different regions. So what I can do, I will take the region, pull it, and put it together. Okay, now see how it has changed. How it has changed. That is central region, east region, and west region. So in the central region, these are the six representatives who are working in central region. And if you are giving an award region-wise for the central region, you can say that Alex, oh, he is very good. He is having a very good sales potential. With respect to the east region, Richard, okay, he is fine. He is the top of the employees. That is totally, as well as in the east region, definitely is the top scorer. And in the west region, this person is there. Okay, so suppose if you want to make an analysis regarding the items which is more popular. The items which is more popular in each region. Suppose if you want to make a market plan of the items. So see, that is with respect to, okay, you can, instead of this representatives, we can take the region. You can take the region like this. Okay, now it is a little more clear. So in the central region, the most on-demand item is that of pencil. So in the central region, the most on-demand item is that of pencil, right? Okay, so the pencil is having the most demand in the central region, but the same pencil is having the least demand in the east region. So you can have a region-based comparison. This is analytics, breaking it into different components. And finding out which one is better. Okay, so you can just assess the popularity of the item here. So you can see this one, desk. It is not having a single sale in the east region, but the maximum sales is at the central region, as well as it is there in this region also. So see, the binders are popular here. It's popular in both these regions, but it is not popular here. So you can have a diagnostic analysis by considering the environmental variables related to these regions. So the environmental variable related to these agents, you take some environmental statistics, analyze it, and you will be able to find solutions on why it has happened so. So that is the power of analytics is there. So if you want to click it like this, it will make little more precise. You are taking product-wise. That is what I've done is that I've just interchanged their position. Now you are taking product-wise. With respect to binder, okay, this is the statistics. Central region stands out. With respect to desk, it is not there. In which region? East region, it is not there. It is like this. With respect to pencil, okay, this is the statistics. So I think you can able to, this analytics will give you some observations regarding the status, what is happening in the present situations, so that you can have some marketing plan, whether to go for some ad there, or whether to give some promotional offers there, whether to give more incentives to these representatives. And suppose if you want to find a different types of analysis like this. What does this mean? With respect to binder, which representative is having the highest sales? Obviously, the Bill and Richard is having the highest sales with respect to the binder, so that the company can able to find out what is the sales strategies that they are using, and you can transfer the sales strategies to the others so that they can excel. So it is through analytics only we will be able to identify these things in a very, very simple, by slicing and dicing the data in a different way. You can find. Here you could find that this person, with respect to the desk, Matthews has made 5 unit sales. That is just a 50% of the total product sold. The Matthews. So what is the strategy that is being used by this Matthews? How did he lock that? So all these things, why it has happened, you can make an analytics like this. So this makes the things a little more perfect in this scenario. So now I told that there is another thing that we have to think of. So this was the status. This was the status of. I will take the region here, taking the region and the representatives. So now I was telling about constituting an award to these employees. So as we have told that according to the analytics, the top performing employee is Richard. So definitely you will give an award to Richard. If you are giving it region-wise, Alex, Richard, and James will be nominated for the awards. So obviously, but if you think in little more detail, as far as a company is concerned, it is not the volume of the sales is more important. Volume of the sales is not more important. How much revenue did these executives bring to the company? That is something very important. Okay, so now we don't have any information in the data set regarding the revenue that is generated. So suppose if you want to check the data set from here, you can just go here. You can see a symbol of a filter, and after that, view data is here. View data is here. So what is the first row signifies? Richard, who is working in the East region, sold 62 units of pen sets at a rate of $4.99. So this is the unit price, and he sold 62 units. So what is the revenue that this person, I mean Richard, has brought to the company? What is the revenue? Can you put it in chat? What will be the revenue? Total revenue, 6.99 into 4.99 into 62. Obviously, isn't it? Suppose, 62 into, that is the revenue. But we don't have anything like that here. So what we can do, the Tableau is providing a functionality called the calculated field here. You can take the calculated field. We were viewing the data from here. From here, there is a drop down. From here, there is a drop down from where you can take the calculated field. Click to the calculated field. Or there is another option. There is another option. You can take the cursor here below, right click, and then take calculated field. So what calculations that you're going to make? I want to find the calculation of revenue. I will, instead of that calculation, I put the revenue. I want to calculate revenue. And it is said that, what is the revenue? Revenue is the product of units sold together with product of units sold and the price per unit. So in this, I will write units. So when I put U, all these things will come. The unit price, then multiplied by, again, I will put U, units. If I multiply units into unit price, I will get the revenue. This is the calculation that I'm going to make. Okay? I'm going to make. Okay? So now what happened? See, a revenue has appeared. You have made a new calculation. Now you can just check it out, the data view. Data view. Before there was only unit price and units. Now this is multiplied and a new variable is generated by means of calculator. So we have got functionality there. In order, if you are able to find out some connections between these variables, we can define a new variables there. Now I will just take this revenue revenue, and I am going to put it here. I am going to the calculation part. I will just do the calculation part. Okay, I will delete that. So please, I will just explain it. As I've told that if you want to get the revenue, you have to get the product of units sold into the price per unit. That will give you the revenue. So how many units you sold? What is the price per unit? Multiply it, you will get the revenue through that sale. So for this, what you have to do is that you can go here, search bar, filter, then view data, and below that a drop down. Click, create, isn't it? This one, create calculated field. I will click that. So here, what is the label that you could give to this? That is, here we had a region, representatives, unit price, like that. What label that I could give? I can directly give revenue. Revenue here. And how do we calculate revenue? How do we calculate revenue? Units into unit price. You just click U. That variables will be coming here. Then click on this unit price. Unit price multiplied by asterisk. Again, click U. Units. So here you entered unit price into units. That is, unit price is this one. Unit price. That variable in square brackets. There is no need to put it. It will come automatically into units. And then click OK. So the revenue has come because here you can see an additional asterisk symbol here. That means you have calculated it. That is generated by you. Now this is what? This is the statistics of the employee's performance on the basis of the number of units sold. So that is, they are totally adding the number of units sold by Alex. Sum of units. See, Richard, sum of units sold. That is it. Now I am going to take this revenue also together with this. Now you can see. Now you can see the situation. Now you can see if you are going to institute an award, who is the smart salesman which brings revenue to the central region. Before it was Alex, on the basis of the number of units sold. Now on the basis of the revenue, who is this? Whom do you give the award? It is the who got the maximum sales revenue, Matthews. See how the situations are changing. So now here, this person was the toppest among not only the region, that is the complete company base, he is the toppest. But what happens with respect to the revenue? He is not. So he is not a smart salesman. And our Susan was the highest sales lady in that particular East region. And here, there is no much change. But here, with respect to the volume, there is a big difference. But with respect to the revenue generated, there is no much. So this is analytics. So you are drilling deeper into there and finding the analytics. Okay, so I think this is clear. And one more thing that I would like to bring to your notice about. We want to find which is the most potential period for this company, which was with respect to the sales like that. For this, I'm just going to close everything, and I am taking this order date. I am taking it here. So what happens? 2014 and 2015. 2014 and 2015. So here, what I want to do is that drop down, and I want to, before that, I will do one thing. I want to find the revenue here. So what is the status? At 2014, there is a big revenue. At 2015, there is a depreciation in the revenue. Okay, so if I'm taking the revenue out, and if I'm taking the number of units sold, see that what has happened in 2014, the number of units sold is less, but in 2015, the number of units sold is high. But what is the status of revenue? What is the status of revenue? The revenue is decreasing. That means in 2015, their sales statistics is not a smart one. That is 2014, they got a big revenue, but even though the number of units sold is less. But in 2015, the revenue is less, though the sales is high. So now we can have a detail regarding these revenue-wise. We can make a study. This is 2015, 14, and 15. So this don't give you a clear statistics. Don't give you a clear statistics. If you want to have a clear statistics, you can just check it with respect to month-wise. If you're taking it this month, what happens? It will add all the January together, February together. It won't go in a progression. So it is better that you can take the second one, the month in this one. So this will give you a progression of the sales. So what can you predict with respect to the company's performance? So the company is having the highest revenue in which period? You can take the cursor. If you put this T here, which period the company is having the highest sales? If you take the pointer there, December 2014, the company is having the highest revenue. And which period is having the lowest revenue? The lowest revenue is when? That is with respect to March 2015. So March 2015, the company is having the lowest revenue. Okay, so you are able to analyze about the sales potential of the company with respect to the different period. So this is a timeline analysis. So the company has started functioning in July, and gradually the revenue is depreciating, and again it went down, and then it has started accelerating, going down, and it make a big shoot up. Okay, so you can just analyze what is the environmental variables and the operation strategy in this. Then it is coming down, so you can just find how the company's sales is been happening there. So now I will just introduce one more thing here. Suppose if I'm taking the representatives here, and click it like this, the same thing which we have done. What I have done is that I have just taken, I want to filter, this is the revenue of the complete company. This is the revenue of the complete company. Okay, this is the revenue of the complete company, how the revenue has been changing. Now I am going to bring out the representative-wise revenue. The representative-wise revenue. I think it is better that I am going to, the representatives I'm going to put it here in the colors. In the, okay, I think it is this representative-wise revenue, I can put it like this. This is better. That is taking it to the filter. And I am going to show filter. Now I want to make an analysis about, the performance of each representative. Let me take Alex. What was his operating strategy? That is, Alex joined the duty in 2014, and in 1 month, he has shown a very good performance. And after that, his performance is decreasing from December. This is the
the status of January, February, isn't it? It is from January, it is up to here, and February, it is coming still down. And then it is only gradually progressing like this. This was the performance of this Alex. See how we are analyzing the performance of Alex, how the Alex is performing. So now I am just taking away Alex, and I want to scale the performance of Bill. So how can you evaluate this? The Bill has joined on September, and it is gradually progressing like this. His graph is going higher and higher and higher, and is accelerating. So he is a model. So Alex has excelled as the best employee at the first, and then gradually they are coming down in performance, and then only slow performance. See, Bill is. So you can just analyze how these representatives are performing. So as an HR, you have to understand about their way of operating. So now, Bill, James, see what James was very high, and it shooted down. And so you can just inquire why this has happened. He has started with a good opening, but within 1 month, what has happened like this? So like this, James, Matthews, isn't it? The Matthews 6 side, not a consistent, very high, going down, high, going down like that. So he's not a consistent. He goes with different levels like this. So this is gives. Suppose if you want to change the revenue, and if you want to make an analysis on the basis of units sold. This will give you about the analysis of the units sold. And obviously, if you want to compare it with the revenue also, you can put it like this. See, the revenue, units sold. Okay, the revenue is increasing. Isn't it? And also the units sold. They are just having a same map like this. And what about Bill? You can see that for Bill, the number of units sold is increasing. The revenue is also increasing. And see, at this part of time, from January to February, the sales has decreased. But what happened? The revenue didn't decrease. So this part of time, what he has been focusing? He's been focusing on smart sales, isn't it? Then the sales is increasing, and again it is increasing like this. So you can just analyze. We can just take the status of Richard. So Richard, the sales was decreasing like this, and the revenue was decreasing. And see, at this part of time, the sales has increased, but the revenue has decreased. So this is not a potential. This is not an ideal decisions or the marketing strategy that you have to execute, because by sales wise is going up, but revenue wise is going down. So you can make a cross validations regarding the sales and revenue like this. So this is the beauty of analytics. So I think now it is clear. That is, we started with which item is potential. Likewise, you can make analysis with regard to this. Instead of this, we can make analysis with regard to items also. We can make analysis with regard to the items. With regard to the items also, you can make analysis. With respect to binders, what is the statistics and how much revenue that it is bringing up? And with respect to the pencil, what is the revenue? Isn't it? The pencil sales is depreciating, but at this point of time, it is increasing and increasing like this. So you will be able to understand which is the seasonal trend of the particular item. Which product, which season? Is there any seasonal trend like this? You can make analysis. So this is the power of analysis. The analysis goes into the data, brings out the information that it contains. You have already answered that when I asked what is analytics according to your point of view. Going into the data, bringing out the information that it contains, and making that information for planning the future business. That is analytics. So now we can conclude this and I have just cleared it, and just going into the data source that is here, data, and close the data source. So the data is flushed off. So our second task is complete. So now going to the third task, that is a live e-commerce analytics. The live e-commerce analytics. So for a live e-commerce analytics, what you have to do is that I don't have data with me. Data is somewhere in the website. Now I am going to have an instance of a web scraping. Web scraping, getting data from live, then this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. That is web scraping of data from Flipkart portal. I'm going to go into the Flipkart portal. Using Chrome extension, I will be scraping data and do some data cleaning because I want to make that data compatible for this Tableau, and then make some visualizations and make some calculations out of it. So this is what I'm going to do. So definitely what I'm going to do here is that is make an appropriate visualization using Tableau to list out. I am going to filter it with respect to this range, the shoes between 1,000 and 1,500 most expensive shoes, and what is the so a lot of things that we are going to do. So I am for the time being, I am going to close this Tableau because I don't have data with that. And now we are going to web scrape the data. And if in any instance you are not getting the data correctly, I have just given a data set named Flipkart there. You can use the data for analytics, but I will show you how to do this web scraping. Because web scraping, the most powerful thing is that you can do it with Python. Python, there are very beautiful libraries for web scraping. That is Scrappy is there. This beautiful soup like that you can have a number, but this is there is no need for coding. Just simple, very simple. And also you can have different tools is there like Octoparts and all. But here I just that you have to download. This is I'm just going to use Chrome extension for web scraping. So first I want to add this web scraper to the Chrome. So I'm just going to take the Google Chrome. Hope you are also doing along with me. Hope you are also doing along with me, Chrome. So so in the right-hand side corner, that triple dot, you can just get the drop down from that. You can go to more tools and extensions. I think you have located this. Extensions. Drop down, more tools and extensions. I have already added this. This is the web scraper that I am going to use. Web scraper, but you won't find that. This I have already added. So for you have to add that web scraper to your Chrome. So for that, in the left side there is an extension. You click that extension. You click that extension. And I hope that you have clicked along with me. Go down. There is a link called Open Chrome Web Store. Open Chrome Web Store. So you have to visit that. Open Chrome Web Store. So extensions, go down. There is a link, Open Chrome Web Store. This is the web store of Chrome. Here you can search web, WB, SCRAPPER. You have to be cautious about the spelling. There are different versions available. The version that I'm going to use now is Web Scraper. WEB space SCRAPPER. Okay. Search it. You can have. You can see the web scraper. Free web scraping extension is here. The blue one with a spider web. I have already added it. So if you want to add, I have already added it. If you want to add it, because no, not if you want to, you have to add, because if you're going to do with me, click it here. Click on that. Here, for me, I have already added. So I don't want to remove it. For you, if you are not added, add to Chrome. There will be a button here, add to Chrome. Click on that and add. Click on that and add. So if you click, the web scraper will be added. So once web scraper will be added, if you go to the extensions, you will be getting like this. You will be getting like this. Okay. So this is the first step that you have to do for adding the web scraper.
So I think you have done it. It is quite simple. Go to the extensions, then this web store. Search for web scraper, WB SCRAPPER, web scraper. Web scraper. Then what you do, you can add it to. Now I am going to Flipkart. Just I have searched the Flipkart, and I am going to open the Flipkart portal. Have you added the web scraper? Put a S. Put a S. Yes, added the web scraper. Open the. Now you can go to the Flipkart, and you can. I am going to this all. I am going to men sports shoe. Men sports shoe. You can visit any of the items that you would like to visit, because I have chosen here is that here we could see that the product name, item, and percentage of discount is there. I think throughout it is having the same format: percentage of discount, percentage of discount, percentage of discount. But in some instance, a percentage of discount is here. In some instance, there may be flat amount will be given, flat amount. So if such things comes, we have to do some pre-processing, more pre-processing. So this will be compact, and you can have anything according. So this is the page that you are going to scrape. Okay. So now how to scrape it? Again, this triplet 3. Or I think better don't go by that. You can keep the cursor here. You can keep the cursor here, somewhere here, and right click, and you can click inspect. Okay, keep the cursor anywhere in the this website. Right click. You will have this tab will open. Then click inspect. So it will be like this. Probably if you're taking it for the first instance, sometimes it may be like this. It may be like this. It may be like this. That is, this one will be open like this. I think it is better to bring it down. For this, what you have to do is that go to the triplet. And that you can make the dock side down. You can make it down. Okay. So if you're taking it for the first time, this will appear at the right side. So you go to this triplet, and you can select dock to the down. Okay. So now web scraper will be here waiting for you. Web scraper is here. Click on the web scraper. Web scraper. So you can see our website, the portal that you're going to scrape on top, and the web scraper portion will come down. Click web scraper. So now I think create sitemap. There is 3 options here: sitemaps, and create sitemaps. That is, click the create new sitemap, because you want to tell the scraper where all to go and scrape. So I think you have done this. Create new scraper, create new sitemap, then create sitemap. Click that. So this will open. That is sitemap name, start URL, create sitemap. So here, sitemap name, you can give a name, like any name. I will put it as Flipkart.
I have given the sitemap name as Flipkart. The start URL is this one. Start URL, this one. And I think I will copy it. Copy the URL. Paste. I pasted the URL. And I have saved. So once you saved, this will be this interface will appear. Okay. So what is the speciality of this interface? In the top there is a root. That means the scraper will be on the landing page, and you have to select the location for the scraper to move, where all the scraper have to move. So this you have already given this URL, so the scraper will be there at this URL in the position of the root. From root, where the scraper have to go? The scraper have to visit each of these links. This is one link. This is one link. This is one link. This is one link. Like this scraper has to visit all the links of this page. So what you have to add? You have to add selector. Add selector, isn't it? Add selector, and you can give an ID, the name for the selector. That is, just to click add selector, this page will be opened. This will be opened, and then you can just give ID. That is, what is the ID? That is, the scraper should go to each of these links. So what is the ID? That is shoe link. I can give any name, shoe link. Shoe link, and this is not a text, it is a link. So click here, left click, and then add link. So what you have done, you have given a name for to the scraper to identify that shoe link. Then the type is, it is not a text, it is a link. That is, if you click, it will go to another page. So it is a link, and you have to select each link. You have to select each link. Please note how to select. Selector, you have to select. Click as select. When you click select, you can get a tab like this. That is a tab. Don't do anything with the tab. You can just go and select the link. I am just going here. This is the link. Fashion men's black shoe. I have clicked it. So what happens? When selection comes, that will appear in red. That will appear in red. Now I am not going to the next one. I am just going to the last in that row. Last in that row. I will just click. So automatically all these will be selected. All these will be selected. Now I am going to the second row. Second row. I am going to the last, and I am doing the same thing. So what happens? The others also will get selected. Now if I am going down, the entire page corresponding to that link will be selected. Corresponding to the link will be selected. Okay, and then you can go here and give done selection. Done selection. So that selector will go, and that will be added here. Since we are going through the different shoe links, not only one shoe link, we are going through the different shoe link, we have to go through multiple. Click that multiple, you have to click. And save selector. Save selector. So now what you have done, you have told the scraper to enter the URL, and then you have given the scraper a plan. That is, you ask the selector, you have to go through the different links which has been displayed in that page. Okay. So the scraper will be coming from root, and the scraper will be entering the different shoe link. Okay. Now you want to introduce one of the shoe link, the first shoe link to the scraper. This was the first shoe link. When I click here, what happens? A new page will get opened. a new page, because that is the default settings of this Flipkart. If I click, it will open in a new page. It is not embedded in. So what happens? I want to again, by staying in this page, right click, and inspect. So the doc will appear here. Then I will have to click the scraper. So this Flipkart, this is already saved here. Don't go for this new site. This will be already so far. What you have entered will be here in this link. So at the first here you can click Flipkart. The ID below you can click Flipkart. Definitely the route will be shown here. Then in that you should click the shoe link. So what is this? That is, the scraper will enter the route, as well as it should reach the shoe link. The details of the shoe link you have already entered. Now what happens? This scraper will enter each of these shoe links one by one. Okay, so from these links, what you have to select? Again, you have to add selector. It is better to go through the right side. Otherwise, the image will be magnifying here. The image will be, if I go like this, it will be magnified here. You won't be able to select. So better you have to go through this side. So what are the things that you're going to scrape? The shoe name. I want to get the shoe name, the shoe price, and the percentage discount. These are the three things that I want to scrape. So first thing that I would like to scrape is shoe name. Shoe name, it is a text. Shoe name, it is a text. So I want to select, just like I want to select that shoe name. What is the shoe name? I will go like this gradually. See, click. That is, the yellow part has come as red. That means the selection is recorded. And then you should go and click done selection. The selection is done. There is no need to do multiple, because this is not going as a link. This is take that and then save selector. You clicked multiple in the previous page because the multiple links are there in that page. So you have to go to the multiple page. When you enter into, there is no further. You can just take the text from that page. Now, what is the next selector? I want the shoe price. Shoe price. It is in the text format. Select. Where is the shoe price? This is the shoe price. Selected. Done selection. Shoe price. Done selection and save selector. Okay. Now I want what percentage of discount is there? Shoe discount. Shoe discount. Select. Click the selector. Where is the discount? Here, going through. The yellow, see, now the yellow is enveloping that 66% off. Click yes, save selector. So now what have you done? You have selected the link, then you have entered the link, and then you are selecting 3 items from this page. Shoe name, percentage, the shoe price, and percentage discount. So I think the selection is okay. Now you can just go to the second one, the site map of Flipkart. Site map of Flipkart. You can just go there. You can just see whether our graph is correct. Okay. Yeah, text. 66% is taken as text. It is not linked, text only. Selector graph. I will just, I want to check whether the scraper will go in the correct way. The scraper will enter root. What is this URL? From URL, I will just click it here. That is left click. That is here. It will come to shoe link. So from the URL, the scraper will go to shoe link, and from it will enter each shoe link, and from shoe link it will go and scrape shoe name, shoe price, and shoe discount. So perfect. Everything is correct. So now what is next? I am going to scrape the data. Scrape. That is for scraping. What you do? The same. The second tab, drop down. Just type scrape. So there is no need to edit this. You can start scraping. So what is happening now? This scraper has entered the URL, and it is going through each page one by one and getting data, extracting data. That is what the scraping. So don't worry if at the first instance, if you are doing, you can go into error, definitely, because I made it correct for the fifth trial only. When I started scraping through this one, and each one, even if it is octopus or by creating through this beautiful soup and all, many attempts should be done. So don't worry at all. I think if this has been recorded, you can avail that recording and I can check how the procedure and do it 1 or 2 times. Then it will be perfect. Because we have limited time, I don't have time to again go back and do these things. At least I don't think that we will reach the entire sections that I am going to present. I think probably I don't think that we will be able to reach the dashboard. Probably this time is running out. So I've taken, this will take 2 minutes. I think for your side also, the scraping is also happening. So the scraper is going through each. Suppose if you want to get into more and more pages, what you have to add, you go to the second page, then copy the URL. So in that URL, there will be page number 2. Instead of page number 2, you can give a square box. From if you want to scrape first 5 pages, 1-5 in cross bracket, it will scrape the first 5 pages. Okay, that you can make some experimentations like this. So the scraping is done. And now I want to export the data. Export the data, flip cut, export the data as CSV. Export data as CSV. So now the data is available here in this download now. Isn't it? The download now. So what I've done is clicked. Scraping is a complete script. This site map flip cut, export the data as CSV. You can find this one. Download now. Download now. Click that download. Click that download. So this has been downloading here. This is comma separated values. If you are opening it in this notepad, you could see that I think you'll be familiar with this CSV format and all. But here, see, this is the data that we have scraped. This is the data that we have scraped. Okay, and the first 4 columns are the scraper order. This one is link. I don't want this first 4 column. What I'm doing now is I am cleaning the data. I don't want this one, cleaning. So I just delete it. So what is the first column? I am having the shoe names. The second column, I am having the shoe price. The second column, I am having the shoe price.